Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Four down, check. We're set. Right, Andy? Hey. Do something. Right here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We're set. Right, Andy? Hey! Mike's 50. Right here.
On second down, here's Newton. And his pass incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey. 20.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to him on first down. And now running right through it. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Sit. 180. Hey. Gun.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Gun. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And out come the Dolphins now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Newton now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Come on now. Hey, hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Cam's going to run the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, hey. Gun. 20. Do some.
Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A little juke. Room here to run. And still fighting. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
To
throw is Newton. And it's caught by Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
180. Hey.
Throwing is Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Hey.
Here's Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Oh, what a move. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Gun. Ready? 88. Hey. Gun.
Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Here we
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey!
Now a handoff looking right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey!
Now Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Hey. 4 down. Check. Hey. Watch the twin.
They'll run here with Balaj. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey. Gun.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Balaj. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Come on now. Let's rock now. Do something. 20.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And over the middle, this is Parker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Newton now to throw. Incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Gun. 4 down. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Nifty move. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I made him with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Shifts by him at the 25. And now look at him go. 30. He's still barreling through. It's a big play there for Miami. 71 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got 4 down. Hey.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun, and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure, all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Hey.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton over the middle, and It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun. Hey. Gun. Put it up.
From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Newton now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Single. Hey, watch that. Wheel. Hey.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
On the ball. Hey.
They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The Dolphins on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. First carry now for the backup with Sean McCoy. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Twisting away. Oh, now he bowls him over. He juked him. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey. Got four down. Go.
Now Balaj. And he's got some space here. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys.
And a loose football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Back to throw now on first down. Out left to Shaheen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they'll go on the ground. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw here. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Miami, they climb back to 5. York Jets. Meanwhile, for the